Hello guys, I'm happy to be back. I promised last time in my last session that I'll be back to continue with my lessons from where we stopped, and I have a lot to share with you mothers to be, aspiring mothers. So let's all board and let's continue with our lessons, okay? So before I start, maybe for those who seeing me for the first time, my name is Sydney Award and I'm a nurse, and you're welcome to this channel. And so what you're supposed to do is subscribe to my channel and please hit the notification button, because I'll be uploading more of these lessons and you will not want to miss on the coming topics. Everything is exciting, the topics are great, okay? So please subscribe to my channel and make sure that you hit that notification button, because it will always notify you when I upload a video. So where did we leave last time? Today's topic is why we should always be returning to the clinics. Do you think that returning to the clinic is important? That is exactly what I'm asking, and I'll definitely answer that. So before we go to our topic for today, why don't I touch on what I left on the other topic, which is very important, and I need to explain 1, 2, 3 things to you moms. So the last time that I spoke with you, you were using this book, and this is the book that we'll continue using throughout my lessons, okay? So why am I using this book and why do I keep on carrying it? It's because this book is very important. It's not just important to you as a mother who's coming to the clinic, it's also important to your husband and your child, your children, okay? So this book doesn't belong to you alone, it belongs to your husband too and to the child. So what did I leave behind that I feel was so important for you to know? I left so many things behind. When I was speaking about health talk, I spoke about I spoke about diet, your food. I spoke about you leave smoking, leaving alcohol, but I didn't touch on one thing that is very important, which is the birth plan. So on our book we have, just when you turn the first cover, okay, when you open this book, you'll see this place written birth plan. Let me show you with the book that isn't filled. This part, I want you to see what's written here, okay? But don't worry, because I'll be writing them on the screen. They'll just pop up on the screen and you'll be able to see them. So this thing called birth plan is very important, and it's something that if we don't discuss with you as the healthcare workers, then we are wrong. And please forgive us. I'm apologizing on behalf of the health caregivers who don't share with you this, because they need to do this when they're doing their health talks, okay? So you're filling your birth plan. It contains due date. That is what I explained on my first lesson called expected date of delivery. Birth attendant, who we always feel as the skilled worker. Place of delivery, that is the hospital where you're going to deliver. If you know the contacts of the hospital, you write. Support person or birth companion, that is the person who's going to be with you throughout your journey until you deliver, okay? Transport, you might have your car, which is great, but you always need to be ready. If you don't have your car, then you might opt for a taxi, which of course you have to take their numbers, at least 3 or 5, whichever. You have to take their numbers so that when delivery time comes, they're always ready, they always know. And you tell them the reasons as to why you're taking their numbers, so that when you call them during orders, they'll always be ready to assist. Blood donor, you remember I was talking about you knowing your blood group. You see now where that one comes in handy? Blood donor. So if you are found to maybe be O negative or positive, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving an example about the place of blood donor, so we'll know how to help you out. Saving money for delivery. This one is very, very important. This is the thing that most of you mothers don't do. You don't save money, until when your time for delivery arrives, and then you're now confused. You don't even have clothes for the baby. You don't have, I mean, you're just not prepared. The birth plan talks about saving money for delivery. Please, mothers, do read your books. Do read these books. These books are not for us nurses. They are for you, your husband, and your child. Please do revise this book. It has everything. Everything I'm teaching you is from this book actually. So please do take note and read this book. I'm so happy that I remembered that one and I've shared with you. So today I just want to take us through this part. This part, it's on page 7, where I was talking about antenatal profile. Let me show you again. The antenatal profile. Are you seeing it? Very good. So this part, I brushed through it the last time, and I told you it was very, very important. You see, when your time for delivery reaches and you go to the clinic or the hospital or whichever facility you go to, the first thing they'll ask you, or the first person you get there will ask you for your clinic book, this MCH book, and then you will give them. You know, the first page they open this page. So if you haven't done these things, probability is that that person is going to be so angry with you as much as you're in pain. This is where you see nurses now start becoming angry, and they say like, oh, ama nurses wanakuanga na attitude. No. This is where the problem comes in. So let me tell you why we should fail this. HB. I'll really try so hard not to use our jargon so that you get to understand what all these things means. But you know, I'll not try and translate everything because I'll be losing their meaning. So HB nilijaribu kusema kuwa ni kiwango cha damu mwilini, si ndio? As a mom, HB needs to be done on you, because we need to know uko na kiwango ngapi cha damu mwilini. So we have, like, I'll show you an example of what mine was like. So my first time, it was found to be 12.3, and then when I repeated, it was 13.2. So why we do this is because we'll find that some of our women have an HB below 10, which of course is going to say, we're going to diagnose that as anemia. And you know, we don't want we don't want to have things like anemia in pregnancy gonna affect the baby. It will have to come in handy with blood transfusion, you know, such kind of things. And then I spoke about blood group. Blood group, very important, because you see, where we're doing our birth plan, we have to know whether we'll be needing donors. And you know, for somebody to donate blood for you, we have to know your blood group, right? And so racers, another important thing. Why are we now doing racers? Racers, this is especially for mothers who are found to be racers negative. I really don't know how to put this racers thing in a layman's language where you can understand, but I'll just say, for the women who are racers negative, if you're found out to be racers negative, we are going to be able to help you at an earlier stage. And why are we doing this? This is because we want to prevent what we call hemolytic disease of the newborn, okay? And we also want to be ready for transfusion. Sawa mama? So it's very important for us to know our racers. Is it negative? Is it positive? So like me, you see, mine was positive, so I didn't have problems here. But if you found to be negative at an early stage, you're going to be helped. It's very easy, so don't worry, because you're going to be given what we call anti-D. I know you've heard of anti-D, which we give at 28 weeks and 34 weeks. So don't worry about that. That's why you need to do that. Then I have the place called serology, which is VDRL. That is a test I told you earlier that you do for syphilis. And if you it's found out to be reactive, then at least again here we're going to help you, where we want to make sure that this disease doesn't affect the baby. Okay, so what again do we have? We have the HIV part. I told you about the HIV part too, where if you found to be positive, again don't worry, because we have people who will counsel you very well, and then you'll be started initiated on treatments as per the guidelines. So you don't worry about all this, but make sure that when you go to the clinic, this part is done and is filled very well. Okay, then what again do we have that I forgot to touch on? I forgot to touch on tetanus, TT, tetanus toxoid. So tunadungwa TT tukienda clinic. If you're pregnant for the first time, the first day that you come to the clinic, hiyo siku yenye umekuja clinic, tutakudunga tetanus 1. So then utarudi clinic, hiyo siku yenye tutakuandikia the next date of visit, which is given not less than 4 weeks. And most of the time we always give you a 4-week time to return to the clinic. That is a 4-week duration. Then you return back to the clinic, we'll give you tetanus. We are talking about the first time mother. A woman who is pregnant for the first time will be given 2 doses of tetanus. Okay, so for the people, for other women, the ones who are pregnant with their second children, yeah, third, fourth, don't worry, because you too, when you come to the clinic, we give you TT. And then let me, before I even continue discussing about this TT thing, you see page 9 of 44. This is why I'm telling you to read this book. This book has everything that you need. It even explains how you're supposed to be given this tetanus. So TT2, that one was what I was trying to tell you about, the pregnant first mom. TT3, we are told you're giving it during the second pregnancy. Okay, TT3. TT4, we're giving it during the third pregnancy. Then we have during the 4th pregnancy, we also give another TT, but this one now is, we call it, it's a life protection TT. It fully protects you. That is, even if you decide to have other children, so after that you're not going to be given other TTs. Okay, but if you have this kind of duration from your first baby, next baby is like 10 years, then we'll have to give you another TT. Are we really getting, are you really understanding what I'm saying? I hope you do. So let's leave the TT alone, because I've told you that when you come to the clinic, the first time when you get into contact with us, we'll give you the TT. Then for those people who go to the public facilities, you'll also be given a net. You know that you'll always be given a net, and the net is to help you out, protect you from mosquitoes, so that you prevent malaria in pregnancy. So don't take the nets and go and tengeneza na nyumba ya kuku. The net is for you, so that you sleep under it, ikusaidie. You don't want to treat malaria in pregnancy. Then something else, let me not forget this. Ferrous fumarate, what we used to call iron, folic acid, and ferrous sulfate. Previously we would give 2 tablets, folic acid and iron sulfate, right? Ferrous sulfate, sorry. We would give those, but nowadays we have 1 tablet which is red in color, and we've combined it, so it's called ferrous fumarate. That is now the kind of tablet we give to you moms, and we always give it at 16 weeks. There are 90 tablets inside, 90 red tablets. So when you come to your first visit at 16 weeks, we give you the tablets. Okay, then we have what else do we have? What we call the SP, zile dawa zenye nurses wanapatia meze za malaria. Zile dawa za malaria zenye unaona most of them put you to muzimeze hapo, because most of you mkipewa hizo dawa mwende nazo nyumbani hamuzimezi, so you just take them instantly, immediately you're given. Hizo dawa za malaria pia we give on the first we give them at 16 weeks. Okay, that is the first time we give you those sorry, that is the first time we give you those drugs, at 16 weeks. Okay, so what have I not touched on? Let me see. Actually, we even discussing the importance of now returning to the clinic. So we have this page, which is page 8. or 44, this page, I'm going to show you a blank book and then I'll show you a filled one. I hope you've seen it so well. That page is written present pregnancy table. Down below it, it's written weight gain chart. So this page we fill when you come to the clinic the first time, when you return back, when you return until you finish your return dates. Okay, so we have a place, a column written number of visits, we have a place written date, a column written date, then urine, weight, BP, HB, pallor, maturity, fundal height, presentation, lie, fetal heart rate, fetal movement, and next visit. So the number of visits, when you come to the clinic for the first time, you'll write 1. We'll document the date when you came. If it's like me, it was 26th of September, we'll write there. Then urine, was it done? Urinalysis, which of course returns me back to urinalysis. I didn't speak about urinalysis. Each and every time you come back to the clinic, we need to do a urine test, urinalysis. Why do we do that? Because you want to exclude what we call protein in urine. We want to exclude ketones. We also want to exclude glucose in urine. Okay, so protein in urine, proteinuria will come out with things like diagnosis like preeclampsia, which you don't want to do. You don't want to miss out on such kind of things. You also don't want to miss out on, we don't know, maybe the probability of you having diabetes, you see. So that is why we have to do this urine test every time we return to the clinic. That is also something I'll say is very important. That is why I was asking, do you think it is important to return back to the clinic? Yes, it is. Though I'd started explaining earlier the reasons as to why you need to return back, I'll now answer that question here. It is very important to come back to the clinics when you're told to return back. So urine, if it was done, it will be documented. So your weight, BP will have to be taken. Your HB will have to be documented. Pallor, how do you know pallor? How do you investigate for pallor? Your hand. We always check the palm of your hand. Okay, so we'll know whether you're pale or you have enough blood. We'll also try by squeezing. You see, we always squeeze your fingers. We do squeeze them. We'll check your eyes. We'll check them and we'll see if you're pale, and then we'll document. Then we have maturity. I'll really try hard and explain what this maturity is. So this part written maturity is what we always try and document in what we call weeks. So let me put it as, that is the gestational age. We always ask, ukona ini wiki ngapi ya wewe kubeba imimba? What is, like, how many weeks are you pregnant currently? Sindio, ni wiki ngapi? Yes, so hiyo wiki ngapi ndio tunaita maturity. Fundal height ni hiyo venye mimba yako inazidi kukua, inazidi kupanda. Why do we check on the fundal height? Hii ni unaona kama tunaweka mikono hapa juu, tukiangalia. Most of the time we do the fundal height because we are assessing the fetal growth. Sawa, we are assessing the fetal growth and then we'll check it out. Tutaiangalia na maturity. So kama uko na mtoto mdogo yenye I relate to maturity, tutajua. Sawa, what calls small for gestation, don't worry. Then tuko na presentation. Presentation ni venye ile part ya mwili ya mtoto yako yenye inaangalia hiyo, what we call the pelvic brim, the part of the baby that lands first on the pelvic brim. Sawa, kama ni kichwa, kama ni mguu, kama ni shoulder, kama ni matako. Unajua watoto pia wanakanga na matako. So that's what we call presentation. Na presentation tuko na cephalic. Hiyo nijaribu kuambia mtoto akilala hivi na tumbo. I'll be showing you the photos, by the way, don't worry. I'll be showing you what I mean when I'm mentioning these names, because these names I know you don't understand them. So I'll have to show you the photos on the screen. So cephalic, how the baby sleeps, analala hivi na kichwa. Kuna pia different types of cephalic, nitawekea hapo muone. Then bridge, mtoto amekaa na matako, unaona, kwa pelvic brim. Hiyo ndio part na inaonekana ya kwanza. If you perform a VE examination, you realize that unashika matako ya mtoto, no? That is why we call it breech. Then we have shoulder. If you perform a VE test, unakutana na shoulder ndiko kwa pelvic brain. So I'll be showing you the photos there. Then lie ni venye mtoto amelala kwa tumbo. Let me just take it like that. Venye mtoto amelala kwa tumbo yako. Sawa. Mtoto akilala hivi straight tunaita longitudinal. Mtoto akilala hivi across, akilala across hivi tunaita transverse. Na akilala sideways upande tunaita oblique. I'll be showing you all those things there, so don't really worry about that. Then we have the fetal heart rate, which again tutaangalia. If you're between 8 to 14 weeks, we'll be able to listen to your fetal heart rate. 8 to 14 weeks. And then we also have a part where we fail, called the fetal movement, which again varies in our women. If you're first time mom, maybe utaanza kusikia hizo movements as late as 25 weeks, don't worry. Kama wewe ni mama mwenye amezaa wa pili, maybe at 13 weeks utakuwa umeanza kusikia, mtoto wako wa pili wa tatu utakuwa unasikia the kicks. So it really varies. So watu wasianze kushtuka, mtoto wangu acheze, mtoto afanye nini, no. There's a difference. So let me now give you an example of how we feel this part. So utaona hiyo part yenye tumefika kwa sasa, especially kina maturity kiendelea hivi. Kama uko wiki ngapi, how many weeks pregnant are you, tutajaza hapo. Kama maybe ni 11 weeks when I came for the first visit, tutajaza hapo. Then tutapalpate. The fundal height tutaangalia, tuliandika palpable mass because they didn't fail. So you know it was 11 weeks. So even the fetal movement, hatungesikia fetal heart rate, baada ingekuwa inapatikana. So when we fail all this is what it looks like. Mimi unajua nilienda clinic at least 7 times. That's why you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let me take number 4, the fourth visit. The fourth visit, my maturity was 23 weeks, and then my fundal height was 24/40. Then we had presentation as cephalic. My baby was lying kichwa kiangalia chini. Then the lie was longitudinal. Alafu fetal heart rate ilikuwa inasikika, tunaandika positive. We put the positive sign. Fetal movement pia ilikuwa inasikika, positive sign. And then we have the next visit where we now schedule you for the next visit, next clinic visit. So the visits, you're not restricted for these visits. You can come to the visits as many times as possible, which is also the best. Because when you come to the clinic as many times as possible, we always and probabilities that ni lazima itakuwa rahisi kukusaidia, especially tukipata kama uko na shida. Unaona, itakuwa rahisi kabisa because you've been coming to the clinic. Then if you don't really manage to come to the clinic as many times as possible, then you should try at least 4 times. 4 times. Mtu kama mimi, I tried, nasema nilienda 7 times. You can see I went 7 times, which of course ilipita hiyo 4 times. So definitely nilijaribu chenye inatakikana. So I'll be showing you what I've done. Then we have the weight gain chart, which also must be filled. Hii weight gain chart ni kitu yenye hard to fill. I know very well, and I'm going to nitajichomea hapa. We as nurses, we don't feel this part. So hii part ni muhimu sana because you want to see whether you're gaining weight, whether you're losing, ama uko constant. So it's always good to fill it. And then you join the dots. Then tutaona, did you gain all through your pregnancy? Did you lose? Were you constant? So all this will be helping us out. So up to there, I know very well that I've touched on the very important parts, and I'm so proud that I've managed to do that. So what I need you to do as moms is just watch this, because I'll be using a lot of photos to show you this. Watch, and then make sure that you read this book. This book should be your friend, because everything I'm teaching you is inside this book. I'm not removing these things from somewhere else. I'm just removing them from this book. Okay, so for today, I think I've exhausted what I wanted to teach you. I don't want to get into something else because I want to break my lessons. I want to have something to always tell you whenever I come back for my lesson. So thank you very much for watching this lesson, and I hope you learned something. I hope you did. So don't forget to share this video. You can also download it if you want, so that you can be referring to it. And then the most important thing is subscription. Subscribe to my channels. Please subscribe, and make sure that you click on that button, the notification, that bell. Okay, that bell up there, click on it, because it will always be notifying you when I put up or when I upload a new video. So please make sure that you make sure that you click on that bell and you've subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much for having taken your time to listen to all this. I know it has been long, but I'm so grateful that you took your time, and I hope that you've learned. Thank you so much. So let's meet on our next lesson, lesson 3. Thank you so much. So I'll be directing you back to my first lesson if you didn't get what I taught. So you'll have a card redirecting you back there. So thank you very much. Bye.